You know, summertime in Oklahoma, it gets really hot. It's 100 degrees here today, and these tomatoes just would not stay on the vine. So we're doing tomato soup tonight. You know, you can use any kind of tomatoes. You can use canned tomatoes, store-bought tomatoes. We're going to use them right out of the food dude garden, and so we're going to prep them. Some of them got little oddities on it, but we're gonna break these things down just a little bit. And you're going, now, Brad, why are you cutting the skin off? That's where all the nutrients are. Yep, you can do that. You can leave them on, but we love creamy tomato soup, and I found it's just harder to take those skins off once we get them cooked down and we get ready to put the immersion blender in there and cook these things down. So we're going to finish prepping these and getting them ready for the stove. Okay, I've taken those cut tomatoes and I've got them now going over a moderately medium kind of heat, and we're gonna add a little salt to help them start breaking down, because that's what we want them to do, is to break down in this. I also like to add just a little bit of olive oil in this, get this going. I love the flavor of olive oil, and you're going to see us finish it with some true Italian olive oil in just a minute. As you can tell, the tomatoes have already started cooking down, and we've got a mixture of tomatoes here. As you saw me cutting them up, we've got red, pink, yellow, some orange tomatoes. I mean, literally, these tomatoes were on the vine less than an hour ago, so they've come off. We've cut them up as you saw me doing a while ago. Now, I've added some granulated onion to this, some lemon pepper to this, just to recover a little of that brightness, and I'm going to add just a little bit of Italian seasoning, and then I'm going to end up with some fresh basil in this also, and a little bit of lemon zest to bring that brightness back around, and add the juice here in just a minute. One of the things I do as I'm getting ready to add this basil to the tomato soup is, just roll it up into a tight log. Take your knife and run down through there. Be sure you get that rinse really good and get all the bugs and critters off of it. But just sort of a rough chop, because we're going to use the immersion blender in just a few minutes. When we get this in, and it cooks down just a little bit. We're going to do this tomato masher. It's what I sort of like, just an old-fashioned tomato masher. We're going to sort of just mash these down a little bit to break up this juice in these tomatoes. Like I said, we're going to run an immersion stick blender into this and do that final mixing and blending of these. We're going to take and add this fresh basil right out of the garden just an hour ago, and get that into the tomato soup, the rough course here. Get that potato masher, get that down in there, let that start breaking down, and the oils from that getting into that soup. Okay, so listen, I'm just telling you, these little monsters, habaneros. They should call them the double burn pepper. I don't know, but we're getting ready to bring a little yeehaw to the party here. The Mrs. Food Dude, you just can't burn her out enough. So she wanted to habanero, so we're going to add that. We're going to simply slice that thing off, open it up. And you know what? This isn't necessary. This is only for those of you that love to burn and just can't get enough of it. But we have all kinds of peppers, even ghost peppers this year, to take care of this. We're going to add this to the soup. Look, the tomato soup is almost coming together for its final lap. We're going to go ahead and start finishing it. Season it just a little bit. We're going to add just a tad more. Now, season it to your liking. Everybody likes things just a little different. A little fresh cracked pepper is a great way to add it to that. If it's just not hot enough for you, you can add a little crushed red pepper into it and bring that up. And then the last thing we're going to add right now is we're going to add about 3 pats of butter. We'll probably add one more towards the end to finish it up with that olive oil, but I love the richness that comes with the butter in the tomato soup. Well, we're ready to blend this. You see the tomatoes have cooked way down. The pepper's in there. The seasonings are in there. Let's get this thing blended up back onto the stove, let it cook down, lose a little bit of its moisture, and come into the final lap on this tomato soup, summertime Oklahoma tomato soup. We're going to finish this little tomato soup we got going here. Just a little bit, about 3-4 ounces of heavy cream, just to give it that silkiness in it and help cream that up. And again, you can heat this back up. You can put it in the refrigerator and serve it cold. But this is basically our fresh Oklahoma tomato soup for the summertime. Well, y'all, summertime tomato soup from the Oklahoma Food Dude's garden. Isn't it beautiful? We've got fresh tomatoes. We've got fresh basil in this. We've got all the spices that you saw us put into it. You're going to enjoy this recipe. And I know what's going to happen. Miss Food Dude, as soon as I kill this, is going to ask me for a grilled cheese sandwich. Hang on, we're going to film that too. Join me next time when I bring you more of that Oklahoma soul.